Alright, it's been about 2 months since the Fanatics jerseys were officially released to the public, and I'm starting to see more and more fakes pop up, so today I wanted to go over how to spot a fake Fanatics jersey. I have done a video in the past showing you guys how to spot a fake jersey, but the video is about 4 years old now, and there's been a couple of new developments with these new fake Fanatics jerseys that I wanted to go over. Although that older video is not outdated, it is still pretty relevant, so if you are trying to find how to spot a fake jersey with the other brands like Adidas or Reebok, I definitely recommend checking out that video. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below, as well as in the cards up above. But this video right here, we are only going to be looking at the fake Fanatics jerseys. So before we do jump into it, if you guys are new to the channel and you like hockey jersey content, please make sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go over what I look for when I'm trying to determine whether a jersey is fake or not. So the first thing is bubbly names, numbers, and logos. Second thing is the fight strap itself. Third is the NHL shield as well as the shoulders. This is a Fanatics specific thing, so we'll kind of get to what I'm talking about there. Then lastly is colors and bad photos. Now, with that last section there, it's not really 100% a thing that means that it's fake or not, because the colors could be just the lighting. It could just be really poor lighting. And same thing with the bad pictures. It could just be someone that doesn't know how to take a picture, has a bad phone, or just doesn't really care. But it's something that I do look for as well. So let's go ahead and I'll give you guys some examples here. Our first jersey here is the Philadelphia Flyers Michkov jersey. This is the jersey that I've honestly seen fake the most. A lot of people are really excited about Michkov, so there are a ton of fakes out there. But this one, there are a lot of reasons why this is a fake jersey. It's very easy to spot, but we'll take a look at the logo first. So obviously you do see that bubbling there. That is an indication that it's a fake jersey. On top of the fact that this orange spot here, this orange circle I should say, is a lot bigger than it should be. If we take a look at the actual version of this jersey, just from the Fanatics website, yeah, it's a lot smaller than it is right here. So, you know, just that sizing difference is very, very obvious. I can't believe I forgot to mention that the colors are completely off as well. It's like they're using the old Flyers orange instead of the new one. Moving on to the back of the jersey here, once again, you see those bubbling names and numbers, so that doesn't look very good. Here is the fight strap, so you can see that this is a square fight strap. That is not how that should look. It should be a rectangular fight strap, so we can take a look at this legit Boston Bruins Authentic Pro jersey, and if we go down to the fight strap here, you can see that it is that rectangular look to it, where it's not that square look. We can even see it from the outside of the jersey there, so you can kind of see just my mouse outlining it. This is how those fight straps should look from the outside. I haven't seen any good pictures with the fake Fanatics jerseys showing the inside of the fight strap, so I'll throw up a picture here. I think this is technically from an Adidas fake, but nonetheless, it's how it would actually look if you're taking a picture of the inside of the jersey. So yeah, like I said, if you're looking to find a real one, you want to have that rectangular shape and not the square shape like it is on this Michkov one. Now, some of you probably also noticed another huge glaring issue with this jersey, and that is the shoulders. So these shoulders have dimples. That is not a thing on the Fanatics jerseys. It was only an Adidas thing. It did not carry over to Fanatics. So if we take a look at, once again, the legit Boston Bruins jersey, we can see there's no dimples on the shoulders. So that is something that I've seen a lot of fakes have, which is very funny. That being said, though, I have started to see a couple more fakes pop up that do not have the dimples on the shoulders. So I think it was just an early thing that the, fake manufacturers didn't realize that the dimples were no longer a thing on the new Fanatics jerseys, and they probably have adjusted that already. So if you're watching this video in like a year's time, I'm assuming a lot of the fakes at that point probably won't have the dimples, but for right now, it's a very, very easy indication that that is a fake jersey. All right, enough of this one though. Let's go on to another one. So it is still a Michkov jersey, another Flyers Michkov jersey, but this one I wanted to point out specifically because of the collar here. I'm going to be honest, some of the collars on these fake Fanatics jerseys actually don't look too bad. Like, if you take a look at that band there, that looks pretty decent, all things considered, especially comparing it to some of the bands that we saw in the Adidas era. Those were very, very noticeable on how different they were from the legit versions of the jersey, where this one here, like, honestly, if you just showed me that band, like, if you showed me this picture, I would probably lean towards the fact that it is maybe more of a legit jersey than a fake one, because they've also done a very good job at replicating this little sticker here inside the back of the collar as well. There are still some fakes that do a bad job with this, but I have seen a lot more get this a little bit more correct than I would really expect to. The one thing that I would probably say is, looking at this Authentic Pro here, it's not quite as shiny as it should be. Going back to the Boston Bruins, you can see there's a little bit of like that silver inside the Authentic Pro. It looks a bit nicer. There is that stitching line there as well, but yeah, like realistically, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't scream fake to me. So they have actually done a fairly good job there. That being said, if we take a look at the NHL shield, not so good of a job, because this is the chrome NHL shield from the Adidas era. Once again, they just didn't really update it, and you can kind of tell that by a couple of things. One, just the look of it. It looks more chrome than holographic like it is on the new ones, but also if you look at the middle section here that holds the NHL, it has a square pattern, where on the outside sections, those are just lines. But if we go ahead and take a look at our legit, this is a Flames premium jersey, so it's not quite an authentic pro, but it's still a legit jersey. They basically just swapped the two sections. So now the square pattern, or kind of diamond pattern, is on the outside, where that middle section has the line going across, and then of course it is the holographic look instead of the kind of supposed to be chrome look that it is on this fake jersey. So just another thing to look out for. Let's move on to our next one. So this one here, it's just a stock photo. We don't have any actual pictures of the jersey itself. So if you are on eBay and you see just stock photos, I would highly recommend to not buy it, at least right away. So there are a couple of steps that I do take before, I would purchase something like this. First off, I check where it is located. So we can see here that this is located in Niagara Falls, New York, United States. So, okay, that makes me a little bit more optimistic in it maybe being a legit jersey, because if you see that it's from China, definitely a fake jersey. But with it being the United States, okay, it could be legit. It's possible. The next thing that I look for is their feedback rating. So we can see that it's 97.8. Now, yes, I am ignoring the fact that this is Chit Chats, which is like an actual shipping company, just because they do have a 97.8 and they are shipping out of the United States, and it is Chit Chats. Honestly, I still would probably lean towards the fact of just asking them to provide pictures. That is basically what I always suggest doing. No matter what, if it is just stock photos, I always ask for pictures every single time. Moving along though to our next one, we have a Utah jersey. So of course the Utah jerseys are now available to the public, or at least, they were for a little bit. A lot of the places are sold out of the Utah jerseys. But I want to point out this one specifically because of the shoulders. We can see that there is no dimples on this one. So unfortunately, they did kind of learn a little bit, at least so far, and they don't have dimples on every single fake jersey. So you can rule out, if you see dimples, 100% a fake, but just because there's no dimples on the jersey or on the shoulders, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is a legit jersey. So it's a little bit unfortunate, but I'm not surprised that they figured it out fairly quickly. But obviously we can kind of just take a look at some easy indications that this is a fake. That NHL shield is just completely misplaced. Once again, looks a little bit more chrome than holographic. And then obviously the back of the numbers here, we can see that there are bubbling a decent amount, not quite how they're supposed to look. But the big thing also is just this shoulder patch here. Terrible looking shoulder patch. There's so much drop stitching, so that is another indication, is the drop stitching, which is basically just that little stitch in between the separate letters. So you can see from the A to the U. I'm just underlining it there. Yeah, there's a ton of drop stitching on this one. It looks really, really bad, especially this Utah logo. Like, it's so uneven. There's a huge space right at the top, but then it gets really, really skinny down low here. Yeah, it looks really, really bad. So huge indication of it being a fake. The next one here, I just want to show you guys because honestly, it's really funny. It is a Dallas Stars Reverse Retro 2.0 jersey in a Fanatics. Now, technically, I guess they made Fanatic breakaways of this jersey, but not the authentic pros, not the premiums, because that was only for the 2022-2023 season that this jersey was made. So I don't know why they have it in a Fanatics fake. It's just very funny to me. One thing that I guess I can point out is actually the hanger effect in the back. So you can see that it is kind of stitched on. Once again, it has that drop stitching that we just talked about, but that's not what the hanger effect should look like. It should not be stitched on. I think it's like heat pressed is maybe the correct terminology. I'm not 100% sure, but this is what the legit Dallas Stars Reverse Retro, that kind of hanger effect looks like, and it's the same hanger effect that is on the Fanatics one. So they didn't really change anything. I know this is an Adidas jersey, but yeah, the hanger effect is still the same. That's still the same way that they apply it. It's not stitched on like it is on this jersey. Sorry, I just want to quickly chime in here. So I found this jersey after I'd finished recording, but it's another fake jersey that has the hanger effect. This one is done a little bit better, and it looks a little bit more closely to what it would be on an actual legit jersey, except for the fact that, it is crooked, it's not straight, and there's no spacing in between the words, so that is an issue. With the other things are not very good on this jersey. The actual authentic pro band there, that doesn't look very good. There's, dimples on this jersey. The actual sticker itself that holds the size tag, that looks a little bit flimsy. So there's a lot of issues, but I did want to point out that not every single fake jersey is going to have the hanger effect stitched on. It sometimes will be applied what looks to be a little bit more properly. And then our last jersey is just a Stadium Series New York Rangers jersey. Once again, it was never made in a Fanatics other than the breakaways, so this is just very wrong for obvious reasons. But yeah, I kind of wanted to use this one here as our endpoint because this person took a lot of close-up pictures, so we get to see really how these fake jerseys look. Now, the first thing that's wrong with it is the shape of the jersey. You know, that is just way too boxy. That's not how the Fanatics jerseys look. Going back to this Calgary Flames one here, you can see that it kind of flares out a little bit. So yeah, this is way too boxy. And then we get some close-up pictures. Once again, you can kind of see that bubbling there, just not quite how they look, as well as the bubbling in the numbers and the name itself. Then with the shoulder patch, you know, there is that drop stitching, so you can see it from the side to the N, the Y to the O, then the K to this little section right here. It does also have dimples, which, you know, technically the real version of this jersey should have, but since it is a Fanatics version, it shouldn't have the dimples. And then we can see the NHL shield. It's a little bit hard to tell, but once again, it has the kind of square in the middle part, and then the lines on the outside, and it has the chrome NHL shield, where that is not how that NHL shield should look on a Fanatics jersey, although, once again, going back to it, they did do a pretty good job at replicating the sticker. I think, honestly, the sticker does look pretty good, so I would be very, very wary at, you know, just basing whether a jersey is legit or not on the sticker itself, because, yeah, it looks, at least in my opinion, pretty good compared to, like, the actual version of these stickers. So, yeah, that is how you spot a fake Fanatics jersey. I hope it helped you out. I hope I explained it well. If you do have any more questions, leave them in the comments down below. I'll do my best to get to them as quickly as possible. And if you're looking at a jersey and you're really not sure if it's fake or not, and you want a second opinion, you can definitely send me a message on either Instagram, Twitter, or Discord. They're all linked in the description down below. I've had plenty of people reach out before and ask for legit checks, so, you know, I'm always willing to do that. Just, you know, message me on any of those platforms, and once again, I'll do my best to get to them as quickly as possible. But that is going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helped you out. If it did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on all my social medias, and I'll see you guys next time.